Hi, my name is April. Let's talk about October favorites. Here are some of the things that I enjoyed in the month of October. First category, food. There are some foods that it just seems right to eat during the fall, and for me, one of these is grilled cheese sandwiches. And so for the month of October, I ate a bunch of grilled cheese sandwiches. The second category is TV. Now in September I didn't watch any TV, but in October I watched The Great British Bake Off on Netflix, and there it's called The Great British Baking Show. This is a show about people who are competing to be the best baker in Britain. They have 3 cooking challenges per show. What I like about it is that there's no manufactured drama. Everybody's just trying to get their job done. Sometimes they help each other out, but nobody's trying to sabotage each other. The judges really know what they're doing, and while they are honest, they are never mean. And I enjoy that about a reality competition show. The third category is movies. I didn't watch any movies in the month of October, but I did go to see some stage shows, and my favorite of these is called Stage Kiss, written by Sarah Rule. In this play, the 2 lead characters, who are unnamed, even in the cast list, they're just called him and her, are getting ready for a theatrical production. Now they have a past, they were lovers, and now they are cast as the romantic leads in a 1930s comedy, and so they have to play off each other, knowing what has gone on between themselves in the past as well. What I really liked about the first act of this play is that it is that behind the scenes look at what goes into putting on a play. I related so hard with this, from the audition process to trying to get an understudy to take over, but finding out that the understudy is wildly miscast for the particular role he's supposed to take over. And then the second act is more about the relationship between these 2 actors, because they have decided to be together, but that means that they have to kind of blow up relationships that they already have with other people. So while it was very realistic and extremely well acted, I didn't like the second act as much as the first act. The first act was more comedic, and for me, as a person who does have to direct plays and produce plays through my school, it was far more relatable. But overall, a fantastic play. Definitely recommended, especially for people who have any kind of backstage experience, because there is a lot that is so true and so realistic about that experience. The next category is favorite book, but again, I'm going to change that, just like last month, to my favorite thing that I read this month. And it was a play, 12 Angry Men by Reginald Rose, and the reading experience itself is what I enjoyed. One of my classes got so into this play, and it made it so enjoyable for me to read it. I have taught this play for years, but this is overwhelmingly the best experience that I've had reading this play with a class. They were super into it. They were on board for everything. They were asking questions. They would respond as their characters that they were playing. They really thought about what was going on within the events of the play. They were trying to solve the murder. They were trying to figure out the legal system, all of this stuff. I enjoyed myself so much during the reading of this play, and I really love reading things with that class because they're so enthusiastic about it. I could throw anything at them and I feel like they would pick it up and lob it back at me, and it would be amazing. And so that is my favorite thing that I've read in the month of October. The next category is music. Just like last month, until further notice, we'll say that my favorite song is Knuck If You Buck by Crime Mob. The next category is tech. I know this is supposed to be about phones or apps or something like that, but nothing has changed in that regard for me. And so instead, I'm going to go old school and talk about how I plugged in my electric blanket this month, and it was awesome. Finally, the last category is favorite home good, and for me, it's something that I made. So I'm a member of a local museum here. where I live, and they were offering a Bob Ross painting class, which I of course signed up for immediately. It was 4 hours on a Saturday. They took us through this whole procedure, and this is what I made. I did this. I'm so proud of myself. So those are my favorites for the month of October. Tell me what you think of them down below, but only compliments, please. And tell me what some of your favorites were last month. Until then, goodbyes are always awkward. End of video.